usually join it in a meeting, so she won't be able to join.
Okay, no problem. All right, well, we're going to get started. So no more chit chat. I guess we should get moving. I've been sitting all day, so I need to move as well. So let's get started here. So yeah, as per usual, you guys know the spiel. It's the famous Seneca athletic spiel. Go at your own pace, take breaks when you need to. If you experience any faintness or dizziness, pain, shortness of breath, stop at any point. Like I said, this won't quite be as high intense maybe as the boot camp version of the Train with a Trainer in the class. What we're going to basically do today is kind of functional training type exercises. So if you don't really know what that is, it basically just involves a little bit more balance and coordination. So if it's something that you're lacking, you don't have to worry. It's not going to be to the point where you can't do the exercise if you don't have quite that balance and coordination. But if anything, it will help it. Okay, so the exercises won't have you jumping up and down kind of thing, more getting you into positions that are a little bit awkward at first, but will challenge small little muscles and your core strength and stuff like that, okay? So just to kind of give you a background as to what we're doing. Okay, so we are ready to go. So what we'll do first is a little bit of a warm-up. And this, again, is more of an active dynamic stretch kind of a thing, okay? So just some leg swings to start. So you won't need any weights or equipment to do anything what we're doing right now, okay? If you can, just up against a wall. If you don't have the balance, I'm still going to use the wall. And we're going to do leg swings in different directions, so side to side and front to back. So just really easy. Don't go ballistic, so don't go to the point where your leg is going to fly off your body. Just nice and easy, okay? So let's start with some of those. So start with those side to sides. Okay, and then switch legs. And when you're doing this, just go up to your hip level. Don't go up to your head unless you have the range of motion, which I don't.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. Okay, and then turn your body so you're going to kick forwards and backwards to get the hip flexors and the hamstring stretched. Make sure there's nothing behind you like a lamp, because I've done that. Okay, again, no excessive kicking here, just a nice, let the gravity pull the leg down. Don't force it. Okay, and then other leg. Perfect. Okay, and then just some hip rotation. So basically you're going to bring the knee forward and then you're going to open it up like that and then back in. Bending the leg, pulling it up to your chest and down. Some of the exercises we're going to be doing will have you working in different directions. So laterally, up and down, things like that. It's good to kind of warm up those parts. Okay, and then other leg. You're rotating in and out. Some external rotation, internal rotation. These are always good to do before a run or even a walk that you're going to go for, just to loosen up. Perfect. Okay. So the next one, I'm just going to kind of move my camera down here. So you're going to need to get on the floor for this one. I guess you can just start in on your knees. And what we're going to do is, this is for your thoracic spine, or just basically the middle and upper part of your back, is to loosen it up. We're going to be doing some rotational kind of movements in the workout, so you should stretch this. So basically, have your right hand by your ear, and you're going to bring that arm underneath this arm, underneath here, and then rotate back to where you were, and then even past that. So maybe I can turn a bit. So just go down and then open it up. Okay, again, don't do anything excessive here. This isn't to be confused with a core exercise. It's just a simple dynamic stretch to loosen up the muscles in the back and to promote more range of motion. Okay, so elbow to that arm and then rotate as far as you can comfortably and back down. Okay, switch sides. So now you'll do your left hand, or your left hand is at your ear, and rotate. You might notice one side is harder than the other. You'll have less range of motion. And relax for a second. Okay, good. So now, just as a progression to that stretch, what you're gonna do is you're actually, if you can comfortably, if not, you can just repeat what we just did, but you're actually gonna be in a half kneeling or a lunge position, just like this. Your knees rested on the ground. If you want a pillow or something underneath the knee for comfort, you can, okay? So this is pretty much the same thing, but what you're gonna do, see if you can see me here, is you're going to try to go as low as you can with your elbow and then reach your hand up. So let's see if you can see me here. So in a half kneel lunge, you're gonna try to go elbow as low as you can, as if you're pointing it to your heel, and then you're going to rotate, okay? It's just so you can go a little bit deeper. Okay, switch sides. So you'll notice, if you haven't already, you're actually going to get a bit of a hamstring stretch here as well. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, and now while we're on the floor, so before you stand up, we're gonna activate our glutes. So get in a glute bridge position, lying on your back. So I'm sure you all know the glute bridge, but we're gonna do it in a way that there's no excessive range of motion. So you're not gonna lift your butt really, really high. You're not gonna thrust the hips. What you're gonna do is you're only gonna raise off the ground just a few inches, as if you're making a fist underneath your butt, and that's as high as you're gonna raise it, just barely off the ground. And you can try this if you're comfortable doing it with one leg, and you're gonna hold that for 5 seconds, and then set down, and then raise it again, squeeze and hold for 5 seconds, and repeat. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So one leg will be lifted, the other foot's planted, lift the glutes off the ground just a few inches, squeeze, and down, up, and down, up, squeeze that one side, and relax, up, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, down, a couple more times, up, down, up, squeeze, hold, and down. Okay, other side, lift the other leg up, 90 degrees, plant the other foot, press, and lift a few inches off the ground. 3, 2, and down. Up. 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. And down. That's it. A couple more times here. 3, 2, 1, down. Last time. Up, hold, squeeze that one side. 3, 2, and down. Perfect. Okay, and slowly up. Okay, so again, a lot of times when you're doing a glute bridge, you'll exaggerate that hip thrust. So I'll show you, and don't laugh because it'll look funny, is you'll see people kind of do these things, right? So now they're obviously really beneficial, but what happens is your hamstrings are actually doing a lot of that work to press and thrust. And if you're trying to engage the glutes, especially for a warm-up, or if you really want to work those buns, is to just do a small range of motion. It's almost what we call a sweet spot, which is just lifted off the ground and you hold it there. Okay, so just for food for thought. And then finally, just another little warm-up exercise here. So again, you're on the ground as well. And these aren't as well known. So these are called a scapular push-up. So you're not doing a full push-up like you would maybe in like a boot camp class. Again, this is for a warm-up. So what you're gonna do, you can do it from the knees or from the toes, it doesn't matter. We'll go from the knees, hands directly under your shoulders. And what you're gonna do is, it's very similar to the cat-cow stretch where you kind of raise up like this and sink down, but you're only, I guess, retracting and protracting your shoulder blades. So what it's gonna look like, if you can kind of see, is I'm just gonna drop my shoulders and up. Drop the shoulders and up. But don't arc the back fully like the cat stretch. You're just feeling your shoulder blades squeeze together and then separate them. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, separate them. Your arms are staying extended out the whole time. There's no elbow movement. You're just retracting and protracting your shoulder blades. So this is actually really important for when you're doing upper body exercises to help basically promote better range of motion and limit the excessive movements that you might injure yourself, like a rotator cuff injury, something like that. So you're just squeezing your shoulder blades together, okay? Sounds simple, but it's really effective and really important. Okay, and then relax. Okay, so I would try to incorporate that into your workouts if you're doing any upper body exercises, to do those scapular push-ups. It really helps, especially now we're sitting at home all day at our computers, or even when we were at work, we were doing that, and it helps better posture and stuff like that. So really important. Okay, so that was kind of a little bit of an active dynamic stretch warm up there. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna get started into our circuit. So I'm gonna give you a quick demonstration of what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be doing 1, 2, 3, 4 different exercises in this circuit. And we're really gonna be focusing on form, the technique, involving your balance and coordination. So you might often feel like you're gonna lose your balance, but that's the whole idea. So I'd rather us get it done with high quality form than going ballistic really fast up and down, but you're not really getting the most of it. Okay, so the first one, this is where you might need some weights. So if you have dumbbells, or if you have some cans of soup, or any kind of weights will do fine, kettlebell, you name it, okay? So, and this is where I'll have to change my camera because, forgive me, I barely fit in the frame here. So this is going to be a reverse lunge with a rotation and an overhead press. So we're doing 3 movements in 1 exercise, okay? So it'll take some coordination, but I'm gonna give you a demonstration of a couple first, okay? So what you're gonna do first is the reverse lunge. So you're gonna take a big step behind you. You're gonna go down. You're gonna rotate to one side, and then you're gonna come back and then press the weights over your head. So what that'll look like in full time basically is reverse with the rotation, stand up and press overhead. Reverse with the rotation, step up and press. Okay? Any issues with that one? You think we're good to go? Okay, perfect, here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5 per side. So because we're doing 3 movements in 1 exercise, it will take some time. We're only gonna do 5 per side. So here we go. Okay, so you're gonna curl those weights and reverse lunge behind you. Rotate, stand up and press. Again, curl, rotate, stand up and press. 3 more. 1.
It's hard to balance.
Yeah, I told you. That's what you got to focus on, is that balance. Don't go through it too quickly. Let's just do 1 more. Okay, now we got to do the other side. Okay, so other leg goes behind you. And here we go. Big step behind, rotate, step, and press. Big step behind, rotate, and press. Great. Relax. Put those weights down. Okay. So we're going to do what's now called a Spider-Man steps. So if you've ever done mountain climbers before, which is basically these guys, it's a slowed down version. It's going to help you stretch better, and it's going to help with your core stability. So what you're going to do, if you can, if you're able to, is you're going to bring one foot by your hand, as close to the hand as you can get, and then back. Hand to foot, back. Hand to foot, back. Don't worry if you can't bring it to the hand, just as far as you can go comfortably, okay? And we'll keep that going. Hand to foot, or foot to hand rather, and back. Alternate. Breathe. That's it, guys. Couple more here. Okay, and relax. Perfect. Okay. All right, now what we're gonna do while we're on the floor is an active stretch again. So what I want you to try to do is, if you can, is to try to sit like this, like a Z, and then switch your legs, like so. That's it. It looks awkward, it feels awkward, but it's a really good hip stretch. Oh, you can lean a little bit far forward too to get more out of it. Two more. Okay, and cool. All right, and we're back up. Grab those weights again. Okay, so now we're gonna work in a different movement. We're gonna do a lateral lunge with a clean, or a curl, if you will. So here's what it'll look like. Just like that, okay? So we're gonna go, let's go 10 on each side. Let's do it. That's it, as low as you can comfortably. Okay, other side, make room. And here we go. I think I lost count, but we'll do a couple more. Okay, ditch the weights. Okay, now we're gonna do what are called tabletops, or if you have the coordination, break dancers. Here's what it'll look like. So basically, you're doing like a reverse plank. So your front of your body is facing the ceiling, like this. And it's a tabletop, so lift your butt nice and high. And if you can, you're gonna lift one leg up, down. One leg up, down. And keep that going. Keep those arms locked out, keep them extended. Don't let your butt drop too much. Keep it going, keep it going. Point that foot as high as you can. Okay, relax. Perfect. Quick little water break, nice and quick. Okay, then we're going to grab those weights and start from the top with the reverse lunge, rotation, and press. Okay. All right. Ready, here we go. And back, rotate. Up and press. Lunge back, rotate. Couple more. Okay, switch sides. Shake it off a bit. Here we go. Couple more to go here. Here we go. Last one. Beautiful. All right, ditch the weights. Okay, now we're going to go back to those Spider-Man steps. All right. So you're getting both the stretch and the strengthening together. Here we go. So foot to hand. Ready and up. Not too fast, nice and controlled. Last one. Beautiful, okay. Back to our active stretch. So that's our hip openings. So you've got that Z or the N, zigzag, whatever you want to call it. And then swap to this side and switch. Just a couple more here. Last one. And boom, okay. And you got it, back to those weights for our lateral lunge with the curl. I keep getting cut off in the video. Here we go. Try to remember the leg you did first last time. That's it, open it up way out to the side. Switch. Two more. Awesome. All right. Weights are out of here. All right, back to our tabletops. I know these are all awkward, but they really help. Okay. Hands behind you. Plant the feet down. Lift the butt off the ground. Make a nice tabletop. And one leg up, down. Alternating, that's it. Couple more. Keep the body lifted. And done. Beautiful. All right, another quick water break. Okay, how we doing? We good? This is really easy compared to Chris's last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the whole idea is to kind of get yourself in these weird, awkward positions. They force smaller little muscle groups to work that normally wouldn't doing traditional kind of exercises, okay? Just helps a little bit. Okay, now, yes, you guessed it, one more circuit. All right, grab those weights. Okay, here we go. Reverse lunge, rotation, and press. Go at your own pace. Here we go. That's it. Okay, switch sides. Here we go. Nice big step back. Slow on the way down, rotate, and follow through. Last one. Beautiful. All right, weights away. And your favorite, the Spider-Mans. All right, foot to hand. Here we go. Nice stretch there. There we go. And one more. And beautiful. Okay. All right, stay down. Hips, open them up. Zigzag, here we go. Stretch, and then switch. If you ever find it difficult to get out of a seated position or from the ground, this really helps. Even when you're getting out of bed in the morning, this will make it a little easier. Your hips will have a little bit better range of motion and won't be as stiff. Two more. And boom. Okay, good. Good little active stretch. And nice and easy back up. Take your time. Grab your weights. Okay, now we're doing our laterals. And lateral with the curl. One more on this side. And switch. Couple more. And done. Nice. Weights away. Okay, now our breakdancer tabletops. Okay, hands are planted firm. Feet are planted, lift the butt up. And alternate. That's it. Just remind yourself, lift the butt higher. 4, 3, 2, and done. Beautiful. All right, one more quick little water break, and then we're going to do a nice stretch to end. Okay, guys? Okay, cool. So we're going to do what's called an open book. So if I'm going to try to show you here. Pretend like you're going to go to sleep, okay? Literally in this position. Feet on top of each other. Arms like this. Keep your one arm on the floor. It doesn't go anywhere. And you're going to open yourself up all the way like this. You're going to keep your knees together, your feet planted, and you're going to open up like a book. Okay, so it's open. Touch your hand to the other side of the floor and back. Open and back. Nice and slow. It's a cool down. Clap those hands together and then open it up, separate it. This is really good for your range of motion, thoracic spine. And done. Other side. Switch it over. Start with the hands together, feet are together. And open up the book. Touch the floor. You want to try to keep your lower body as still as possible so that you're not actually rotating your whole body. We'll do 2 more. Open it up, touch the floor, and bring it back. 1 more. And done. Okay, good. Okay, now stay on the floor. What we're going to do now is an active, passive hamstring stretch. So you're going to be lying on your back. I'm going to give you a demonstration. It's called a 90-90. So here's what it'll look like. One leg is straight down. Other leg is at 90 degrees, just hanging here. You're going to take your hands, put them underneath your knee, comfortably holding your leg, supporting it. Put your head down, and you're going to point your toe up. And you should actually feel the stretch in the hamstrings when you're doing this. It's a stretch. It's going to actually really help your flexibility. So you're going to point the toe and then down. So let's do a few of those. Nice and slow. Switch sides. Now that leg is straight down. Other leg is bent at 90, hanging here. Put your hands underneath the knee and extend your leg as much as you can. Point that toe straight up to the ceiling. You should feel those hamstrings get a little shaky. And to be clear, your hands aren't pulling your leg towards you. They're just there to support the weight of the leg. That's it. Don't go too quick. Should be about 3 seconds each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Couple more. And done. Okay. Slowly, carefully up, just to a seated position. Perfect. And just a lower back stretch. So here, very common, simple one here. Sitting on your heels, and then just the reach. Hold it here. Slowly bring it back. Slowly drag it back. Deep breath. And back into the reach. Sitting on the heels. Slowly drag it back. Exhale. Once more. And slowly back. Perfect. And then lastly, just another hip stretch. Just a butterfly stretch. Okay. Perfect. Feet together, close to your body as you can. You don't need to press down on your legs. Just let them be naturally hanging there. Mine, unfortunately, don't go down any further. Try to maintain your posture so you're not hunched over too much. Try to lean back. Let the legs extend forward. Pull them back in. Same stretch again. And extend out. Perfect. And then we're slowly going to stand up. Nice and easy. Okay, and then I just want to do a quick little upper body just to make sure that your shoulders aren't too sore. Okay, and then just up against the wall, just a nice chest anterior deltoid stretch. So just here, and then slight rotation. Feel that pull.
Here's to the pets that remind us that every adventure is a treat worth sharing. Welcome to Arcadia Trail.
Other side.
Available at PetSmart.
And relax. Okay, and then just some neck stretches. So basically just on one side. Don't pull the head. Just tilt the neck to one side until you feel a pull. Just hang it there, nothing else. Bring it to the middle, chin to chest. Straight up. Point your chin to the ceiling. Back down to your chest. And then to the other side. Neck tilt. You might find one side is tighter than the other. This one's really bad on me. You're just hanging it there. There's no need to pull the head. Carefully back to the middle. Chin down to the chest. Up to the ceiling. And let out a big exhale. Okay. And that's it. Okay.
Thank you.
So I know that was really easy.
Thank you. Oh,
Not for me. I was just waiting for you to see it. Oh, that was hard. And then I go, oh, me too. Yeah. Okay, so perfect. So that's it. Just try some of those exercises. I would say the exercises that involve like more than one movement. So the one where we did the reverse lunge with the rotation and the press, try to do movements like that because it will, like you had said, it forces you off balance a little bit because you're not used to stepping behind and then adding another movement. You almost kind of feel drunk for a second. So that actually really helps with your balance, which everybody needs to work on. And it will actually make other exercises that don't involve that feel much simpler. So again, we're not jumping up and down, but those little exercises really help with those small little things. And then as well as the stretches where I did like the zigzag one, where you're doing kind of like this kind of thing, like that. That's really good to just kind of throw in the middle of your workout because it's active, like you're moving when you do the stretch, but it keeps your hips nice and loose. And I would honestly do that 2 or 3 times throughout your day if you're sitting down at a computer and stuff like that, okay? So I'm just gonna stop the recording here.